Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, and we're looking for a name for Tuesday because we got Ask Me Anything Mondays and More Good News Wednesdays, but Tuesdays are kind of floating out there. We've heard Taco Tuesdays, but looking for your input. Terrific Tuesday. I don't know. Give me something positive. It's the Ferocious Buddha here. Mr. Lopez, good to see you. Welcome, everybody. David Meltzer, team Javier is great. Hey, how are you? Jonathan Busby in the house. 16, Colleen, happy Tuesday. We could just call it Happy Tuesday. Good morning, jakey, bakey. Drive carefully, Bertie talks. Hi, everyone. Let's get these questions rolling. Where is the team, David Meltzer? We can go ahead and post up there. David at dmeltzer.com. Mikey, good morning. Jake Everhart, good to see you. Transcending Tuesdays. I like it. Truth be told Tuesdays. Thank you. These are good. Talk about it Tuesdays. What? I love it. Taco about it Tuesdays. Let's talk about it. Let's taco about it Tuesdays. Maybe we can get Taco Bell to sponsor us. Lisa G is very fit. Good to see you. Thank you for a great session this morning. Good evening from Nairobi. Nothing like Kenya. There's David Meltzer TV. We'll pin that up there. If you want to email me, it's david at dmeltzer.com. The questions are pouring in. Let's get to them right away. Thank you, everybody, so much. Why is honesty so challenging? Because of ego, because we're afraid of something. We're afraid of the truth. We're afraid of hurting someone's feelings. We're afraid of what the consequences are going to be from telling the truth. But believe it or not, the truth vibrates the fastest, and sooner or later, the truth will always come out. So the better we are at pursuing our truth, our potential, at being as truthful, illuminating all the different weaknesses and mistakes that we've made, the failures, the setbacks, the better off we will be. Are you kidding me? Sadhguru on the playbook today. The Sadhguru is on the playbook today. Download it. It's on every platform. It's the best podcast I've ever done. No offense to any of the 750 other people I've been with, but the Sadhguru brings it. The Sadhguru today. Download it. Jump on it. It's on every platform. Spotify, Entrepreneur, Apple, Google. Please get it. Grab it. It's the Sadhguru, for goodness sakes. If you haven't heard the Sadhguru, he is the greatest yogi of our century. He is amazing. And he's going to give us a guide to the truth, pursuing the truth. Talk about it Tuesdays. That's right. Sadhguru on the playbook. Thank you for pointing that out. Google Sadhguru if you can't find it. You got to check this guy out. It's the best podcast I've ever done. If you have download the playbook, share it with everyone. You will love the Sadhguru. He is amazing. Even better than Deepak Chopra. Sorry, Deepak. But the Sadhguru brings it. He brings it like nobody else. The best podcast I've ever done. Check it out. Download it. Today, it's on every platform. Featured on Spotify. Better than my trainings. The Sadhguru is amazing. If you want to know where to find it, you can't find it, text me, 949-298-2905, or email me, david at dmeltzer.com. All right, thanks for that update. Glad to see that there. How to turn challenges into opportunities. The bigger the challenge, the bigger the opportunity, because the bigger the lesson that exists inherent within that challenge, setback, problem, mistake. Remember, faith itself will tell you that you will be able to reroute yourself when you make a mistake, just like the GPS reroutes you when you miss an exit. The only difference is that the destination won't change on your GPS. The destination will change with faith to somewhere better. So it actually give you a better place to go and give you a rerouting, a better direction towards that. Jonathan's got a question. Put it in there, Jonathan. We got a whole bunch here. How do I stop having the fear of what people will think of me? Practice it, right? Practice when you get fearful or about what other people will think. Stop, get back to your center, your higher self, and tell yourself that I'm going to enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of my potential. I'm going to vote for what I want, not for what other people want. And you can practice ending fear. We have 5 daily practices. Know your what, your who, your how, your now, and your why. I talk about this with the Sadhguru today on the playbook, Jonathan Busby. On the playbook, it's a podcast that I've been doing over 750 episodes, one of the top in the world. And I now have my best one. Download it today. It's called The Playbook. You can get the Sod Guru on there. All right. I have my friend Jamel. He is here. Jamel Pitts, owner of Great Wood Underwear, talking about the Sod Guru. Underwear is what I fear. Let's see where he is. Well, welcome to AG Live, Great Wood Underwear. What's going on?
What's up, David? How's it going?
Hey.
I was enjoying your question and answers, your
Oh, we got a little
Q&As.
connectivity issue here.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Get the internet rolling. What's going on, IG? If my car worked like technology, I couldn't get anywhere. You may have to log back in,
Okay.
Jamel. I can't get a good connection if you can hear me. I can't wait to talk to you about your great designs and making yourself equal, making yourself better, and what others may perceive to be a crowded space. Oh, there we go. Hey, Jamel.
Hey. Sorry
Hey,
about that.
center your face so I can see you a little bit better. It's cutting off your wonderful forehead there.
Let's see.
There we go. Everybody, meet my friend Jamel. He's an amazing designer, Great Wood Underwear. Dude, how do you get involved? You know, I always am amazed. Ever since years and years ago, Kevin Plank came into my office at Lee's and he said, "Hey, I want you guys to invest in my company. I'm going to be the next Nike." And we laughed at him. I'm
Oh,
like, "Come
wow.
on, you're going to compete against Nike. How is it, that you have the courage and the confidence to jump into the underwear space and create, such a disruption and difference with the quality of your designs?"
I'm crazy.
You're
Um,
great.
but I don't know. I love underwear. It was just actually something I was passionate about. So I didn't even think about the market and what was happening in the market and the competition and things like that. I just went for it because I love underwear. I was doing laundry one day. So my history, I was a stylist for 10 years, for like a long time. I worked on a lot of sets. I was ready to transition because, as you know, like anybody knows, styling takes up a lot of your time. It's a busy, busy, busy schedule and a lot of traveling. I turned 28 and I was like, I kind of got to find something else. I'm getting older. I want more stability and be at home more. So I started looking to see like what I was going to do when I was transitioning, and I was just kind of like brainstorming different things to transition my career. I was actually doing laundry, and it was gym clothes day and underwear day, and I was just like, I hate folding laundry, by the way. Just a fun fact, I hate it. So, but I was doing laundry and I was folding underwear. I was like, oh crap, like none of this have my name on it. And I love underwear. Like I spent like tons. And I always tell people and my friends, like, when we're kids, our parents potty train us to wear underwear for the rest of our lives.
Right.
So I was like, like it's something I want to do. It's something I'm passionate about. I've been wearing underwear at this point for like many, many, many years. So I just felt like I was kind of like an expert in it, and I was passionate about it. So I just went for it.
And then you had to learn, though, so many people are passionate about something. Yours is underwear, but then you have to learn to take it to market, manufacture it, distribute it, all of those
And
things.
that's the hard part.
That is the hard part. I always say there's a million great ideas. Taking it to market is the hard part. What did you find to be, one, the greatest challenge, and two, how did you solve it?
The greatest challenge I found was actually finding the manufacturer, like the manufacturer that fit best to me, that can fit my the quantities that I needed. And I also, though, I wanted to be at home. I wanted manufacturers that were local. I know a lot of people manufacture like overseas and things like that, and that works for them. But I wanted somewhere where I can go see how the cookies are being baked when I'm not around.
No.
So the hardest thing was actually finding a manufacturer here in LA, and did my research, and I found a manufacturer, Sean Simon, and black owned, a female, and we just vibed, and I just loved the energy. So I think that that was the hardest part, was actually finding great wood at home to be produced at.
And as a Black entrepreneur, there's many challenges that other people don't face, and I will never understand it. I talked to my business partner Warren Moon, and I have gathered one thing from being a good friend and working with him for so many years is he'll never understand what it's like to be David Meltzer, and I'll never understand what it'll be like to be Warren Moon. I'll never
Right.
understand what it's like to be Jamel either. But to that point, you have been able to, cross over into a variety of different platforms. Obviously getting the natural support of oxygen and other things like that. But, the Houston Business Journal, so many different people see the uniqueness of your design, the
Right.
breathability of your product, the quality of your product, all of those things. How much does quality matter? It seems like your business is based on quality.
Absolutely. To me, quality matters a lot. I think that right now we live in a celebrity-driven culture, and so there's a lot of things that can come out that's not of quality because it has a famous name behind it. So for me, I don't have a famous last name. I didn't come from that background. So it's all about giving the consumers the quality. I saw just like a huge, and it's actually what sets you apart. Whenever I launched, I didn't collaborate with influencers and celebrities and things like that because I solely wanted the quality of the product to speak for itself. So I still believe in quality. You pay for what you get, all of those. So it's
When
it's
you
100%.
when you design underwear, which I think to me are the second most essential things that you wear, I think socks are the number one. You got to take care of your feet, and
Definitely.
then t-shirts are, it seems to me a natural progression that if you're designing top of the line, underwear, that you move to t-shirts and socks. Is that something on your roadmap?
Definitely. I have tees now. I'm actually wearing one. Um, but yeah, it's natural progression. I think that you move to from underwear to socks, tees, and then you kind of get into like your basic cores like hoodies and sweatshirts and things like that. And again, because those things are super comfortable and a part of the essential. So I do think that.
I think the comfort in your undergarments are the most important because, you can wear anything over and feeling good is to me, I do a lot of, I would say, performing during the day now, right? Interviews and both
Mhm.
sides of them, and TV, all, and I can't tell you, and you probably know this from being on set for so many years, if you're not comfortable, when they're filming, like, because, you get clothing sponsors and, they send you stuff and, like, so if I have a comfortable tee, underwear, and socks on, they can throw whatever they want over me, but I
Right.
feel so much better. I get into the flow, my downloads, my channeling, all the things that make Dave Meltzer are available. But if just the littlest thing, if you're off,
Yep.
that stiff t-shirt or underwear that's chafing your thigh, it ruin your whole day. All right,
It's
last
like that,
question. And
especially at
I'm
the gym, especially at the gym. And I think that that was something that was really cool about Greatwood. And I think I can show you a pair now. I did a signature orange model in the underwear. And so model is super breathable, and it's anti-odor. So all of Greatwood underwear in the crotch area has a orange fabric that's made from model. So that was something that's really cool because, like you said, it's about being comfortable and having that confidence, like whenever you're working, like you don't want to feel uncomfortable or like you're sweaty or like smelly or anything
yeah,
like that. So that was something that was just like very important to me.
yeah, that is important. Last question I may regret asking. Uh, the name Greatwood. How'd you come up with it?
So I actually grew up in Texas. I've been living in LA for 7 years. So I love like ATVs, go-karts, just like being out in the woods and things like that. And so trees have been something that's always been important to me. And just my childhood. Like I had a tree house and everything that my uncle built for me. So that was just important. So I love trees, but I also think that trees represent like masculinity. You can put a palm tree, like I live in LA. There's palm trees in like Compton, there's palm trees in Beverly Hills. But wherever you put that palm tree, as long as it's nurtured, it will grow and it will continue to grow. And it doesn't matter the surroundings, it still serves its purpose as a palm tree. So trees, wood. So I was like, I want something that's like resemble wood in the name. So I just put great in front of it as a play on word and like as a marketing technique. So it works. So like that's how we have great wood. But I know that when people think about it, their mind goes completely somewhere else.
Unfortunately, well, that's where my mine went originally, and
But I love it. I
my
love
daughters are gonna watch this and go, "My dad's a sicko. Why can't he
it.
keep his mind out of the gutter?" Well, they wouldn't be here but for the name in your underwear. So there we go.
Exactly. Exactly.
There's comfort. Comfort is important. So thank you so much.
No
I know
problem. Thank
people
you for
get
having me.
greatwoodunderwear.com. Anywhere else they can reach you, Jamel?
So greatwoodunderwear.com. Follow us on Instagram, Greatwood Underwear. Make sure that you subscribe. We're always giving away having giveaways and things like that, and for discount codes.
All right, man. Well, send me some of that stuff. I want to try it out. I'll wear it on
Definitely,
my IG.
definitely,
Thanks, Jamel.
definitely. Thank
You got
you.
it. Take care.
Bye
That's awesome. That's a part of the reason that my friends here, the Cycle Bunny, which was the inspiration for the ferocious Buddha, comfort is key. That's why I wear these as well, and I can't wait to try the Greatwood style as well. Greatwoodunderwear.com. Thank you, Jakey Baker, for putting that up there. And great guest, great inspiration. Look, you can take your passion and make it into a business, but we all know the difficult part is taking it to market. Jillian Harris is here. She's a metaphysical consultant and an author. JillianHarrisWorldwide.com. Has a question for me. Let me bring Jillian on to join. Of course, make sure you email me if you want those 5 daily practices, david@dmeltzer.com. Know your what, your who, your how, your now, and your why. And there she is. Jillian, how are you?
I am good. How are you, David?
I am terrific. I am so aligned with the metaphysical presence of you and what you do. And I'm really curious, number one, just give me a little bit about Have We Met, your book, the book, and then I know you have a question for me.
Yeah. Question kind of related to how have we met? Have we met? How to identify your reincarnated loved ones? So this is based on a true story, and I basically chronicle the whole thing, but I also explain to people, I mean, a lot of folks would like to know, how would they recognize their reincarnated loved ones? That is, just not arguing whether reincarnation is true or not, assuming it is. So if it is, then folks are coming back. How then would you recognize folks that, you've been in relationship with, family or whatever? And then would you want to? And then if you do you want to out that? Do you want to let them know that? And what, could be the circumstances with that? So it's a fun
I
book.
love that. I love that. I tell people all the time because I do believe in reincarnation. And they ask me, Dave, how or why do you do that? I said, it's very simple. I'm a complete optimist. So I always ask myself, what are my choices? This is
Right.
it, or I get another shot. So as an optimist, since we can't prove it either way, I'll take the positive route. Give me another shot, and
There you go.
learning more. So just as a simple fact. Now, you have a question for me?
I do have a question for you. And I'm going to, since you started with the book, which surprised me, I'm going to wrap it somehow in that because it is about race relations in the country.
Okay.
And I actually have been going about a process with my work, podcasting and whatnot, to actually help folks get to a healing place with race relations through the law of attraction. I wanted to get your take on going at it from that angle.
Well, first of all, I think the law of attraction does not work on its own. So I think it's very important and you can go about all connectivity through the law of attraction, but I think it's important to start with the law of gravity. And one
Okay.
of the things with race relations and social injustice and a variety of separation, ego-based consciousness that exists that is separating us is that we have to turn inside first and say, I'm happy where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
So I call that the law of gravity. So we have to get people to stop for a second, all races, all religions, all cultures, and say, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm at the right place at the perfect time. Now I can do better, right? I have a potential that I would like to pursue, and I'd like to enjoy that pursuit. So I'm going to institute the second law, which is the law of Goya, right? Racial relations and social injustice and separation is not going to heal unless people get off their ass.
Mm-hmm.
Goya. So we got to
Mm-hmm.
institute the law of Goya. People can't just apathetically think that things are going to change. They got to do something. And then that then activates the law of attraction. When we start taking action, it starts to activate the law of attraction by creating a frequency that will then attract us what? Together, united as one, being able to appreciate the similarities between us, but even more importantly, appreciate the differences. See, we can hopefully appreciate the similarities, But what happens is if we have no appreciation for the differences, if we're not seeking the superpowers in one another, but instead the weaknesses and the separation and the fear, we're not going to be able even to effectuate the similarities. We're going to forget about how similar we are, that, you know, we all could be and would be the same, but for melatonin, you know, when it comes to race relations, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and it's no different to be tall and short than to be black or white. These are all quantum inherited from many lifetimes features of potential, and they continue on. We can prove it genetically from 4 generations. We just can't prove it lifetime to lifetime. So I think the law of attraction is a great way to go about it, as long as you describe how the law of attraction works instead of an ephemeral surface vision of the law of attraction. A lot of people think the law of attraction is simply the law of attention, which means I'm going to put a vision board up and pay attention to a picture on a vision board, and that's going to do it. That's not, that's part of it, right? It takes
Right.
attention plus intention. Attention plus intention equals the coincidences that we want, the unification that you're looking for, which I completely support. And I
Mm-hmm.
suggest everybody, you know, read and listen and watch you and follow you, because if that's your intention to bring us all together as one, as we, and I believe we all are, there's no better way to attract one another to unification than the law of attraction. I think we just got to make sure that people know the actions that create the attraction. And sometimes we fall short in describing that ability to appreciate the similarities and the differences of each other. Does that sound fair?
It does sound fair, but to make it even more concrete, like more what to do,
Yeah.
like, you know, get off your ass and do what,
Yeah. So
you know?
look, you first, you have to be accountable.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the first thing is to be accountable for what you are, and to be understanding and to pray for people's happiness, instead of what's
Mm-hmm.
happening is we're looking for what we don't want, what's missing, what other people want for us, or what other people think, instead of, like I said, being accountable and seeking and searching for that love, light, and lessons in all of us. Trust me, you know, if you've been married or you've had a close relationship with someone, the remarkable difference of just seeking for their superpower, looking for what you do want in that person instead of what you don't want. So I think the first action is to institute gratitude and forgiveness, to give you that accountability, meaning gratitude will give you a perception of everyone around you, that if I go out with gratitude to seek the love, the light, and lessons in every person I meet, then color won't matter, race won't matter, religion won't matter, size won't matter, shape won't matter, country won't matter. If we search for the light, the love, and lessons in each other, it initially brings us together. Then forgive, right? Forgive ourselves for where we've created separation, inferiority, superiority, or other conditions and judgments that we've unfairly placed upon other people and ourselves. So I think the concrete actions to take is we need to practice gratitude and forgiveness to take that accountability in order to effectuate the law of attraction, where we're taking the appropriate actions, the attention and intention to create that unification that I think the majority of people, the collective consciousness, really wants. They're just confused because very few people are talking about it, because they're afraid they're going to offend, resent, guilt, inferiority, separate, etc. In other words, exacerbate the situation by discussing these issues like you and I can do together to help one another understand and align and create synergistic and supplementary solutions to help everybody. And I think, you know, it's a very, as you know, complex issue, but these are some basic blocking and tackling that I know can help us all decrease the interference that we've created through our ego-based consciousness.
Well, you know how when you have an experience, and then it changes the way you see something because of the experience, like if not for that experience, you wouldn't have that. I'm finding it interesting to talk to people about folks who do believe in reincarnation, about the uh, possibility, probability that, you know, like what part did you play? Where were you
Oh,
exactly when
man. Now,
certain things went down?
oh my goodness, my wife does past life regressions, and
Yeah.
you know, she's not very empathetic. Like she just, you know, I'm a complete empathetic. I like, I can't see someone's fingernail off because I feel it in my fingernail.
Right.
But yeah, she, you know, she was a soldier who used to hit people on their feet
Man,
to pay, and like literally cripple them. And this is told to her from past life regression. Meanwhile, she has a foot problem herself because of a past life issue that through karmic healing and other things she's been able to heal. But I'm
right.
a firm believer. I'm going to have to jump, as interesting this is. Please come back and visit me. I do Ask Me Anything Mondays, Clubhouse. You be a phenomenal person to continue this conversation with. Where
Awesome.
can people find you?
Find me at JillianHarrisWorldwide.com, and that's Jillian with a G, Harris as in
Beautiful.
Kamala, worldwide.com.
That is easy. And Jillian with a G. I have another friend, Justin Pugh, the head of my media. His wife is Jillian with a G. So
Awesome.
thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Have a great day.
Awesome thought. Thank you. I love deep conversations, and I believe in everything Jillian's talking about. And you don't have to. You don't have to believe. I put no conditions or judgments on it. It has no risk to me, and it works for me, and it doesn't hurt you. So, very good. All right. Brittany Denise Evans. How do I know who Brittany Denise Evans is? Because she's one of my youngest mentees for years. And talk about this young woman, my friend Brittany, is one of the most consistent and persistent entrepreneurs I've ever met. If you're ever going to gamble and bet on an entrepreneur, this is the one that I would bet on. She wins every pitch competition, every TV show that she's on. She, since the time I think she's been 16 or 17, she has been at it, and she has an incredible company, the first one of her many companies I guarantee in her lifetime she's going to have. My friend Brittany Evans, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for the introduction.
You're amazing. I didn't know you had your middle name here. I'm like, who's Brittany Denise Evans? I'm like, oh, Brittany, I know who I'm having on here.
Yeah, it's my personal Instagram, so yeah.
Very good. Well, make sure that you reach out and follow Brittany, and make sure you check out Spark Buds, and that's at sparkbudsaudio.com with a Z for Zlicious, because that's what you are, the champion of all. So, Brittany, how old were you when you started your company?
Well, I was a senior in high school, so I was about like 17, 18 years old. My friends and I, we shared our music all the time, and I realized, okay, there had to be a solution to the problem that I was facing, so that's when Spark Buds was born.
And it's so funny because you've taken this amazing venture so far, and you've learned and paid the dummy tax. When I met you, you had fallen into the trap of people overselling, back end selling, lying to you, manipulating, and cheating you. And you would think that, people would say, oh my goodness, this is a young woman who's trying to make it, and I'm going to do everything to help her. The last thing you would think is, manufacturers, lawyers, all these people would take advantage of your lack of experience. But yet it happens, and it happens again and again and again. What was number one, the lesson that you learned earlier on about trusting people and vetting them? And then, even furthermore, what advice would you give to a high school senior that's trying to follow their dreams by starting their own company?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, of course, it was a long process, a long journey that I've experienced, and one of the many challenges was basically trusting people. One thing is that you have to go based on their credentials, who they know. So if I were to ever come across, let's say, a marketing agency, I would go back on to their previous clientele and email their clientele and say, okay, what's your experience with this person? How have they worked for you? What's your experience with them? Did you like their experience? And most of the time, they'll be honest and say, look, they're amazing, or no, they're not amazing. And then I will base my judgment like, this is not for me. So I'm going to go to something else. One of the lessons I learned and what I can pass down to young entrepreneurs is never give up. Age is just a number. We're all going to get old one day. And so it's best to acquire knowledge and experience now. That way, later on in the future, you're able to have that and you're able to pass it down to someone else who's younger. It's a ripple effect. So, that's one thing for me is to learn your lessons, and every failure is not a failure. It's not infinite. It's just a lesson. You learn more when you lose than when you win. So that's one thing that I could say, because I've lost many pitch competitions, but I've always learned that, okay, I can work better on this. I can do this, differently. And so that's what makes me better as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, well, you win a lot of them as well, and you do such an extraordinary job, and you've learned so many lessons. The one thing that I always impressed me about you is I teach people to ask, and you've learned to ask for help, and you're willing to put the work in. Though it's just not, you don't just send Dave Meltzer a call saying, "Hey, Dave, can you help me do this?" It's David, can I drive an hour to come and see you? I just need 15 minutes, and you're well prepared, you are willing to do what it takes, and you make your ask, and you show the dedication, you show the fortitude, the persistence, and respect by putting in the effort to make it happen. Now, do you have the product with you so we can show everybody? Because it blows me away how cool it is.
Yeah, I actually do. So, not too sure if you can see everyone, but it's just two earphones, all in one jack. So it's a really long jack. It's over 6 feet apart in distance. You have two of your volume controls right here, so you're able to kind of like switch the volume control and not have two pairs. When you're not sharing, you can just zip the earphones back into its set, so it's not as cumbersome. And the headphones, they snap together, so you can snap it together. Also comes with this cute charm for those of you who love to customize your earphones. Just snap and go. So it comes in a variety of designs. This time I have pizza, but I also have plenty of designs on my website. So just check out sparkbuds/home.com. If you do go on Sparkbuds Audio, my Instagram page, my link is on there as well too. So you're able to donate. We're on Indiegogo. We're going to be on Indiegogo real soon. And speaking of which, I'm also, here I go again asking, but I'm looking for a production company because I'm looking forward to filming the video. So,
Use
yeah.
Clarity. You've been to my studio. The Clarity guys would love to produce it for you. So please reach out to me, Clarity Experiences. They do all the production on my TV shows, the digital stuff, my speeches, masterminds. They do big company products, from ASICs to SAP. They're extraordinary live, but we have the studio not too far from you that you've seen. So we'd love to do some production for you, and we'll treat you like family, as you know. So please reach out. That'd be awesome. I,
Okay,
I have a quick,
awesome. Definitely.
I have
I'll
a quick
definitely email
question.
you and we'll get things going.
That's awesome. Hey, real quick, Brittany. So you've improved that product. You were on Elevator Pitch. You've been on 2 Minute Drill. I know that the Shark Tank people have reached out to you. Everybody loves you. But more importantly, the product has evolved. And one of the things that I think is super smart is the zipper. Being able to zip it up, it's socially distanced, but on an airplane, I got 4 kids. It would save me so many headaches to have that. But where did the idea to zip those things together come from?
Yeah, so the idea for the zipper, because before the zipper was just a traditional wiring. And so even with my prototype, I still had problems untangling the prototype whenever I would go talk to investors. I'm thinking, okay, there had to be a solution to the problem. So I normally wear jackets because it's normally cold outside where I'm from. So I'll just zip it up, think, okay, why not have like a zipper functionality with the wiring? So I implemented that into SparkBuds, and so that's where the zipper wiring came from. And so when people zip it up, they have a fun time zipping up the earphone. So it's a really cool concept.
Yeah, you could even integrate it now into hoodies and other things so that it actually comes, as some of the different apparel is they're building in different audio features. So I was thinking, oh wow, now that it's zipper and there's no tangling, no whatever, it also can be, sewn into apparel and have the functionality of a zipper and use it. Just an idea. Everybody knows where to find you. They have the Indian Go-Go campaign. One more time, let everybody know where they can support you, help you. This is one of my favorite entrepreneurs of all time. She is amazing. I've noticed since she's been 17. I met her and her mom, and since the day I've met them, they have the desire to be what they must be, and more importantly, they do what they say, which is very important. You don't see that all the time, and I just want to tell you how proud I am of you, how much I appreciate you. I want to encourage my entire following to follow you and to buy and support you at SparkBuds. So one more time, let everybody know how they can help you and where to find you.
Yes, thank you for the amazing introduction again. So it's SparkBuds Audio. I'll put it in the comments right now. So it's SparkBuds with a Z, Audio. And you just go on my Instagram. The link is right there. It's just that simple.
That is awesome. Brittany Denise, you are amazing. Brittany Denise Evans, you're amazing. And I look forward to helping you produce the media that you need, amplify what you're doing. You have a #1 fan in David Meltzer. Keep up the great work. Thank you for showing us what and how we can be what we want to be. Thank you again, and say hi to your mom for me.
I will. Thank you. Stay safe.
Thank you. Thanks, Denise. Take care. Denise. Brittany
It's okay.
Denise Evans. I've known her too long. Brittany Evans, my friend, Sparkbuds. Thanks so much. Take care.
Thank you.
She's amazing. Amazing. I'm telling you, go back, watch Elevator Pitch, go back, watch 2-Minute Drill. This girl can pitch, and she is an ultra entrepreneur. Check her out, Sparkbuds, with a Z audio, at Sparkbuds Audio. Brittany Denise Evans, Brittany Evans. Check her out at Brittany Denise Evans. Of course, I just am blessed to be around such amazing people like all of you. I'm going to take one more question, and then we're going to get the Talk About It Tuesdays going. Here we go. What's your definition of happiness? Happiness to me is the ability to enjoy the consistent every day, like Brittany, the consistent every day, persistent, without quit pursuit of your potential. Not anybody else's potential, your potential, to know what you want. And that is someone that we want to watch, because she's going to be like the Elon Musk. That's the type of entrepreneur she is. If you want any of the daily practices that we've been talking about all day, the know your what, know your how, know your who, your how, your now, and your why. That's right. Email me, david@dmeltzer.com. Remember, Sadhguru today. If you don't know who the Sadhguru is, download my podcast, The Playbook. It's one of the top in the world, The Playbook. Download it. It's on every platform, Spotify, Google, iTunes, Entrepreneur. It's everywhere. You got to check out. I'm telling you, it's life-changing. The Sadhguru today is on The Playbook. Share it, like it. Hopefully you want to see it. Pro, I saw you last time at McDonald's when I asked you for an autograph but got shy. Danny, email me, my friend. I was getting a Happy Meal for me and my son, I'm sure. Danny, email me, david@dmeltzer.com. I will sign a book, send it to you, and pay for shipping. In fact, anybody on here, if you want one of my books, I will sign it, send it, ship it, pay for it. And everybody's pumped up about the Sadhguru, one of my favorite all-time episodes. It is my favorite all-time episode. Alex, check it out, the Sadhguru today, The Playbook. Get my book. Danny, nobody should be nervous to come up to me. I am here to be of service. And so just please compliment me, make me feel good. Come up and ask for my autograph, my picture. I am so appreciative of people who do that. So please don't be nervous. What's up, everybody? Okay, it is Talk About It Tuesdays. We are here, Taco, T-A-C-O. No more Taco Tuesdays. It's Talk About It Tuesdays. I got the name of this from this thing today. Yes, Sadhguru, and Mike Momola knows, my great business partner there. Check him out. Follow him. And please let me know what you think of what I think to be the best of all my podcasts, the Sadhguru. Check it out. All right, everyone. It is that time. What time is it? Talk About It Tuesdays. What time is it? Time to be kind to your future self. Do good deeds. Download the playbook. Listen to Sadhguru. Download the playbook. Every platform. Listen to Sadhguru. I will see you soon. Talk About It Tuesdays. Thanks.